All right, and I believe we're live. I think we need to check, but I'm pretty sure we're
Um,
live.
I'm
Yeah, we're
still not
live.
seeing anything.
Try refreshing.
I did, but it could be the delay settings.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have delay enabled.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yep,
I
there
do
we
have
go.
delay. Yep. Okay.
Oh, yep. It's live now.
There we go. We are now live.
Excellent.
Yes, we are.
Welcome
Well,
to
I'm gonna
this.
mute the stream because I hear myself.
Hear ourselves. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna post this on Twitter and my server. and
Well,
all
hello,
that good
everybody
stuff.
in the chat. Be sure to ask your questions.
Yes.
Evening, ladies and gents. Ask plenty of questions. We will be happy to answer.
We are live. There's Muhammad.
Excellent.
Oh, it just jumped up again. Wow. A lot of people joining now.
Huh.
Yeah, now up to 10.
Posted it in a bunch of Discord servers, yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Is the cursor moving? Is the gameplay working?
Gameplay I think is working.
Great.
Are you
Yeah,
clicking
I'm
stuff?
seeing nothing.
Sometimes. Yep.
We're still in the menu.
Oh, it might be behind. You know, just maybe in the next 20 seconds, if you see me move the cursor on the menu, that'd be good.
Yeah, I just saw the cursor move.
Okay. Sorry, everyone watching this either now or in post. It's just I haven't done a live stream either on here or IKG in a long time. So I just wanted to make sure everything's working. Plus, YouTube changed their live stream interface. So, you know, I just had to make sure I'm conforming to everything just right. So, yeah, with that said, this is the first Team Turnabout live stream. I'm IKG Productions. I'm the leader, director, and lead writer of Ace Attorney: The Shield of Justice. And with me, I have a few members, just a few, from Team Turnabout. So I'd like them to introduce themselves and what their roles are on the project. So first, Jay.
Oh, hello. I do animation design. So I made some of those beautiful models you saw in the episode 1 remaster. And I also do editing.
Excellent. And next is the Paper Mask.
Oh, just call me Jonas.
Jonas.
Or Jonas, whatever. One of the two. My name's Jonas. I go by the nickname The Paper Mask, and I'm an editor. If you've watched the episode 1 remaster, I did the second scene, the one after the intro, where Maya calls Phoenix, so I did that. I also rip models, but I'm not an animation designer because I haven't really done anything for the team yet. I just do it as a hobby.
Right, so you're not an animation designer, but...
No, I'm an editor. Just
Yeah.
an editor.
Yep, and next is Nico.
Hello, my name is, Nico. I do video editing. I'm also an artist, and I do some of the what is it called? Crap, I'm
Sprites.
terrible at this.
Sprites.
This
Yeah,
is
I
the
know.
2D
Not the
sprites.
sprites. I mean the
Models?
animation design checker.
Yes, he checks every single model that we've been working on for future episodes. Yep. And last but not least, we have Otaku Thing, Saki.
Hi. I'm the voice actor for Emma Sky. You guys haven't heard my voice yet, but I'm really excited for you guys to hear it.
And that is also confirmation that Emma Sky is going to debut on the Shield of Justice. Here is our voice actress. Would you like to give us a little demo or something for those watching?
Yep.
Oh boy.
I know you weren't prepared for that, but...
We already have people asking if they
My
can
name's
ask
Emma
questions.
Sky, forensic detective.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Yes, start sending in your questions about the Shield of Justice. The one thing I'm going to ask you guys before we get formally started is which game do you want me to play? I really don't care. Just know that I don't really have any save files on this version, so I'd be starting from case 1. So PW, Fair, TNT, whatever the chat's saying the most, I'll just do, just for background noise.
Me personally, I would like Trials and Tribulations.
Alright, we'll count that as one vote for TNT. Alright.
Trials and tribulations.
Trials and
Yep,
tribulations.
Same here, yeah.
Okay, alright, here we go. Turnabout memories. Alright, let the questions roll in.
Yep. Okay, people in the chat. Go ahead and ask your questions.
Can Can you guys hear the game's
A
audio?
year.
Huh?
Well, we've muted ourselves, I guess.
Oh, could you just check if you can hear the game audio?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, sweet, cool.
They're voting in chat now, even though we already decided.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the curse of delay.
Yes, it is.
It really depends if you should enable delay on what you're doing. I once did a live stream a couple of days ago where I ripped and I did delay because my internet sucks,
Mm-hmm.
but the chat input didn't really matter as much. But here it kind of does, so...
Well, not really. I mean, you can't like run out of time to ask a question. It'll be
Fair
fine.
enough.
Yeah.
They're asking for, I think the game to be turned up.
Turned up? Oh.
Yeah.
Let's just wait until I get to text box noises just to check. And if
Yeah.
they still say that, then I will fix that.
Have you played all the
here's
games?
the first question. Have you played all the games previously?
Is this directed to me?
It's not directed to anyone, but
Oh, okay. I'll go first. I've played every game, including quote-unquote spin-offs, except for the DGS games. Those are the only ones I have yet to play.
I've played every single Ace Attorney game, including the DGS games, at least twice.
Nice.
oh, my turn. I have played every game, including spin-offs and DGS. Not DGS 2 yet.
I have played all of the games. While I haven't played DGS 2 directly, I know a lot about what happens in each case. So I've basically played it, and when it comes to investigations, I tried playing them, but I really don't like the gameplay, so I have not played investigations, neither game.
I've played every single game except for DGS, but I'm currently watching DGS, so yeah.
Okay, the next question is, what inspired you guys to make this channel?
Well, it's interesting. A lot of Team Turnabout, its original vision is intact, but we've basically gone through a change of 2 to technically 3 different teams. But the reason, I guess we could say that, we're here doing this is we all deeply love the Ace Attorney series, and we all have talents that pertain to either writing or editing or voice acting. And so we wanted to create a fan series, but not just have it be like just your typical fan fiction. We wanted it to be something that like genuinely evoked visually and thematically the series, but just be an alternate universe take on it. So to summarize it, we just love Ace Attorney, and we are fortunate enough to be skilled in different areas to make a fan project happen. So we just kind of take all of what we know and we put it together, and it's been really cathartic. It's been really great in terms of celebrating the series, and best of all is when our audience responds positively. That's really it's great just to have the support, which is something that College Phoenix right now looks like he could really use.
Yeah, he could.
Also, is the game still too quiet? I forgot to check that.
I just checked, and it seems alright to me.
Okay. Alrighty.
I've never actually seen Trials and Tribulations HD, but this is amazing.
I know, right? I'm telling you, these new collections just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
is why
but
we need
Investigations
Layton
2
on
still has the
Steam.
best HD port.
This is also one of the first times I've seen Trials and Tribulations in English. I've only ever played it in Japanese, ironically.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
The only reason being the Japanese version was cheaper than getting it in English, and I was already learning Japanese at the time, so...
Okay.
We have a question. Are there going to be new characters, or is it only original Ace Attorney characters?
That's an excellent question. There are currently only plans to have completely just existing Ace Attorney characters. There's a lot of surprises planned, but we also have that limitation of that intentional limitation of only having characters like having the events of Investigations 2 Back to the Beginning occur in our series. So for example, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna see Godo. You know, like it can't happen because he's quote potentially dead, but he was arrested for being a murderer. Spoiler alert if you haven't played the 20-year-old game. But there are those limitations, right? And I think another limitation is just how introducing a brand new or original character could really hurt our believability of trying to be as genuine as the actual games themselves, or at least as much as a fan project could be. But I wouldn't say it's completely out of the picture. We just have no current plans to. So I hope that helps answer the question.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we had Brookie in episode 1, but
Oh yeah, that's right, Brookie.
Brooke Kazard is pretty much the exception. Yeah, that was before my direction, and I kind of forgot that we did that, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's possible. I'd say it's definitely of a higher chance for like victims, because there's not as much that could go wrong if they don't have that much of a presence. But yeah, that was one case.
TNT to Goat asks, do we think the Ace Attorney fan base is dying?
I don't think so.
I think it's getting more and more popular because of like the anime.
Yeah, the anime really helps. These new collections really help. You also have to keep in mind when Ace Attorney came to the States, if we look at it from an American perspective, the internet and internet culture was not nearly as defined and prominent. But you have YouTubers, Let's Playing, like PW, like all the time. And I think that really, really helps. So if anything, I think the series has a better shot of getting more popular. The bigger problem is just where can we write those stories because of recent games. And I'm not, dogging recent games. I like many of them, in fact. But I think that's actually more of a hurdle than the audience and actually marketing the series now, which I think Capcom has done such a great job with recently. I mean, look at this port. Who wouldn't want to play this,
Yeah.
mentioning the port, I don't think it's dying, especially since the port just came out, which a lot of new YouTubers showed off the game. I don't think it's dying. I think on the contrary, if we want to speak about a dying fandom, there is one. It's called Layton, but but Ace Attorney is definitely not.
That's an interesting case. I mean, I won't fully go into that, of course, because it's irrelevant. It's not really relevant, but that won't remain forever. In fact, it won't. The Layton fandom will be coming back very shortly. There's just a couple things Level 5 needs to do that they will do to get that back in order. But it's funny, Ace Attorney was always living in the shadow of Layton, and now look at where we are.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 questions, but I'm going to say the one that's Team Turnabout excuse me. That might be an annoying question, but is Trucy going to be there? Like, is she going to be in the series?
Yes, Trucy Wright will be in the series. In fact, I'll give you a little tidbit. You will see her prominently in episode 5.
Yep. Okay.
You also might have caught her in the prologue during the Apollo section.
Then we have another question. Should Phoenix be given the next game?
Oof. I'm gonna say... my answer would be no with an asterisk. The asterisk being that there's always potential for them to write a satisfying way to keep him at the bench, but my default answer is gonna be no. What about you guys?
I honestly don't care.
I feel like Phoenix should just be a side character in the next game.
I think we should give the next game to Athena.
Hmm.
I don't know, because she doesn't have like that many cases in like Spirit of Justice. She only had like that one case where she was like actually like you got to play as her, and I was like, I want to play more as Athena. So
I'm sorry, guys, but this failure dialogue is too funny to pass up. He's like Mr. Grossberg. I think you should be in charge. Blah blah blah.
Wait,
blah,
I
blah.
wonder if they left the Wii controls in what language was the French that had the issue where they showed Wii controls instead of like the actual controls.
Oh yeah, they just ported all text files in French because they didn't want to get any translators. So just ported all text files from the Wii remake or the Wii port of Ace Attorney, and then it showed like now swing your remote to present or something on the PC version.
Oops.
Whoopsie. You got that. Oh, it's Mr. McGill.
Regarding Phoenix, my personal opinion is that Ace Attorney thinks it has to adhere to some kind of format, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone would be opposed to a 6-case game so that each attorney could get, equal time.
Maybe even
Also,
just
they'll drag
revolutionize the
final
court.
case.
Maybe even just revolutionize the structure itself. I mean, it's time. I think it's time for change. Why not?
Hey, that just ties in with the new question that we just got.
Oh.
Would the Ace Attorney franchise rebooted be a good idea? Like completely new cast of lawyers.
I think potentially, yeah. I also
I
think
would
it's worth arguing that the series has already kind of done that and it failed. Not because it was bad, but DGS was not successful. I do think that's worth pointing out, but
It wasn't successful, but it was. But that means it. That does not mean it was bad. In fact, DGS is probably my favorite Ace Attorney game.
yeah. And if you want to look at a real
we kinda
financial and
question-
critical failure, well, not critical, but a real financial failure, look at DGS 2.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that game was made at all, honestly.
I mean, they planned out a trilogy for DGS, and then when they saw that DGS 1 didn't really hit it with money, they just shortened the budget for one game. They just shortened the budget from 2 games to 1 game, and that 1 game didn't even get the same budget as DGS 1 and got like just 3/4 of that.
That's a shame.
Because DGS 2 doesn't actually have animated cutscenes like DGS 1. It doesn't have anime cutscenes. It has these like 3D models that move around, kind of like in Miracle Mask.
Or in Spirit
Oh,
of Justice
okay.
at some points.
Or yeah.
Which again ties into our next question: Are we going to have cutscenes?
Excellent question. We have plans to simulate using certain software. I don't want to say which because we're not entirely sure yet. But we have plans to create miniature cutscenes for important events in cases. We don't have any current plans to make case intro cutscenes, though. That's definitely out of our league. But we may be able to do something to sort of simulate that. I know that's vague. Just know that we are considering making our future cases with more quote-unquote advanced visuals for important moments that could be considered cutscenes. But there's definitely going to be like no anime cutscenes, to give an example.
Yeah.
It's a good question, though. Yeah.
Hey, if you want to recommend someone to us that can do that, by all means.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
For nonprofit as well.
Yeah, strictly nonprofit.
The
It's
victim
hard to find
and
a decent
I.
animator that will work nonprofit. Or I should say 2D animator.
How's the footage looking? Is it passable?
TNT the Goat 2 asks, should Phoenix be retired or killed off the next game if they decide to do that?
I think it'd be really, really interesting if Phoenix was killed off. I would be for it. My Spirit of Justice ending was actually gonna have Phoenix and Apollo die, but oh well. I was totally fine with that. Yeah, one of my problems with it's not a big problem, but one of the flaws in Turnabout Revolution is I feel like once that really high stakes cutscene occurs where the Queen Garen orders all the guards in, they point the guns at everyone's heads.
Spoilers.
It's fine. I figured like I think she, considering how serious she talks and how she had that occur, I think she waits a little too long before her demise. So realistically, she would have ordered them to shoot him already if she was serious. So I thought one of the bad endings would be that they get shot. But apparently I was wrong.
Okay, here's a new
thought one of the good
question.
endings would
Hans
be-
Gretel asks, if you don't mind me asking, why are you still having Phoenix as the protagonist if you don't think he should be that anymore in the official
No,
releases?
that's a great question. I appreciate that question. So the reason is that it's because of where the Shield of Justice takes place in terms of the Ace Attorney timeline. So keep in mind, we are 7 years after TNT, roughly 6 years after Investigations 2, so, and roughly 7 years after PL vs. AA. So, Phoenix has not gone through that arc of coming back in Dual Destinies, going to Curine in Spirit of Justice, or even sort of his puppet master role in Apollo Justice. None of that happens, so what we have is a experienced Phoenix Wright who I would argue hasn't quite gotten stale yet, if you look at it in terms of the series perspective. And that's why he's not the sole protagonist of the Shield of Justice. He's actually one of 4. And I'm going to be working to flesh out my ideas of what Phoenix actually does in this universe. So that's a great question, but I hope that helps satisfy that question as well. Any other questions yet?
No other questions yet, but
Okay.
we'll keep on the lookout.
Muhammad said that Quran doesn't have any presence. It's not a question. She's just contributing to the SOG. He's just contributing to the SOG thing. Oh, another question. Would you like if we saw Francisca and some other lawyers in like a flashback during the 15-year gap, Apollo Justice and Dual Destinies? What?
Wait, 15 years?
15 years? What?
It's 7 years.
I think
7-year
he
gap?
just. I think what they mean is if we would like to see what lawyers like Francisco were up to in the 7-year gap between
Oh,
yeah.
so
trials and
flashbacks.
tribulations and
Um,
Apollo Justice.
I have plans to do that in the future, like the very distant future. Yes, we will start to get that, but most of all, more than flashbacks, you're going to get a lot of backstory information that you're just going to be able to put together just from dialogue and cases that are coming up. There will be some flashbacks planned. I will say, and I think it's only fair if people are taking the time during the stream or after the stream airs, when the archive goes up, if they're taking the time to listen to this, I think you deserve some exciting information. And so I'm going to say that, drum roll please. It's okay. I wasn't serious. But there was a part of me was wondering if you would do it. No. The Zach Grammary trial will be recreated. Not literally, but like we will show it in a flashback of it happening, and we will show how Phoenix actually got by scot-free. And it's gonna feel very awkward to watch. I look forward to it.
I really want to see that go through too.
It'll be coming up in... Well, I don't want to say which episode, but it's going to be a while, but you will be able to experience that. And again, I hope that falls under the category of another good use for Phoenix post the trilogy. Putting him in those shoes, so... I can handle it myself, Grossberg.
Grossberg is just awesome. I'm sad he didn't show up more.
Oops, I didn't mean to press hold it. Yeah, me too.
Another question. I don't think it's a question because it's not worded like one, but it has a question mark at the end. Whatever. I would love to see Winston Payne get his own game? Question mark. Lol.
Winston Payne.
I mean, how many Paynes have there been? We have Winston Payne, we have Gaspin Payne, we have Ouchie in DGS. Yeah, Ouchie in DGS. We have
Ouchie pain.
Ouchie. No, it's Ouchie. It's
I know, but
Tatsukichi
still.
Ouchie or whatever. Yes.
What
What was
This
the
could
guy
be a
called?
distant cousin.
Oh, Flinch, and that was his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Prosecutor Flinch. I love
Payne's
that
a
guy.
British cousin.
Wait. Okay, they just asked. Wait, in an alternate universe, what would happen if the Grand trial never happened?
I don't know. That's a loaded question. I'm not sure.
Like, did the trial actually happen or not in our universe? I think that's what he's asking.
Oh, the trial happened. The outcome was different. And that's what you'll see.
Okay. Hans Gretel asked, when is AAA number 4?
I knew someone would do this. It's
It does say
okay.
it's a joke question, though.
I know, I wanted to leave that out.
Oh, I mean, it's inevitable, right? Joke or not. The answer is 2029? No, this year. This year.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Nobody actually... If you talk to people in my circles, whoever asked that question, nobody actually believes me that it's coming out this year. That's how bad it is. It's not just you guys. It's literally... Nobody believes me. I'm gonna be like, can't wait to just drop it. They'll just be like, boom! Multi-hour analysis.
Hopefully it doesn't turn into your Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
I certainly would hope not. Although it probably already has become that to some, and I understand.
AAA number 4 confirmed? Question.
Oh my god.
Does
Jay.
Phoenix have the coronavirus?
Wait, what?
We got
Does
demonetized.
Phoenix have the coronavirus?
No. Just the common cold. But Phoenix in his college days really exaggerated those colds, and that's why he's acting this way.
That question with the coronavirus, just mentioning that now, was asked by Jay.
Wait,
Jay
it was.
is
No,
in...
it was made by this Hikari dude.
Yeah, that was you.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
So does that mean Kristoff never went to jail? And that means
Correct.
Apollo never put him in jail.
Correct. Apollo Justice, the game, like the events of the game, never happened in this universe. Instead, this is happening when that would be. So the Shield of Justice is happening, like, during Apollo Justice, but Apollo Justice doesn't happen, if that makes any sense. You can kind of think that this is just, like, replacing.
Damn you, Muhammad. Saban.
Wait, what happened? I can't see the chat.
I hope Nayuta dies from the coronavirus.
Oh my god.
Don't
oh no,
leak
it's
that.
turning into a it's
Coronavirus
turning into a
Killer
meme. Corona Okay, guys, can we stop with the coronavirus jokes now?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna have to start doing my job and moderating, so can we not, like, do that?
Mr. Right, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh?
Ooh, can I voice Pain?
It's gonna be a massive delay. I don't think that's a good idea.
Alright.
You'll have to wait like 30 seconds until you can say something. You press enter, 30 more seconds of silence.
God. Muhammad, you're a legend.
How many viewers do we have watching right now?
13.
Oh, nice. That's pretty
I
good.
posted the link in the TNC server, so maybe
I also posted it in the Mino and Reddit.
Awesome. Oh, also try the AA Discord server. That's
I
usually a
might
good
do
place.
it in
I already did the
Case
Discord server too.
Okay.
Might do Case Cafe, but they
Considering
might not know
we
what the
did
Shield of
literally
Justice is.
no like announcement for this or anything, that is very impressive.
What you should have maybe done is you should have put the live stream time. You should have maybe like activated that it's gonna be today, like yesterday, so that people would have seen it yesterday.
Correct. Although I only found out about it for sure being today just like an hour ago.
Oh.
The guy who asked said, so if we are making alternative things happen, then make Apollo a prosecutor. Wait, nah, that would be too wild.
Would be pretty
Yeah.
wild, I must say.
Yes,
That-
it
No
would.
respect
That
from
would-
Karine, but now I'm a prosecutor.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Pharmacist department.
Objection! I am now a strong prosecutor, so leave me alone!
Mr. Right still calls him on the phone.
Apollo, could you not become a prosecutor, please? Thank you.
Can you please stop repeating your Dual Destiny storyline? It's getting annoying.
What's next? The judge becomes the prosecutor?
The judge is the killer all along.
The judge orchestrated every crime like in the Ace Attorney series, including PL vs. A and DGS.
Wait, who?
He was the kingpin.
Who?
The judge.
Oh. Wait, that makes sense. Well, except for English court.
5. I haven't played this game since number 3, so it's become a little foggy. Then around 3, we split up. Uh-huh.
I became a prosecutor to stop
to
cleaning
stop cleaning the
the
toilet.
God, that
It
is
does make
perfect.
Oops.
Okay.
It was definitely the other one.
If you had to make a successor to Ghost Trick, how would you go about it? Direct sequel, soft reboot, or hard reboot? What would you carry over character and lore wise?
I think you should let Jay answer this one because
I
Ghost
would-
Trick is his favorite video game.
Well, I was just gonna say I would do probably either a soft reboot or a sequel that only uses some of the original cast.
Or do the AA crossover that Takumi wanted to do.
Yeah, that too.
So yes, Ghost Trick is my favorite game of all time, and I actually drew up plans for a sequel about a year ago. So it would take place around the 1860s when Lincoln was still president, and it would basically have the main character following him and like solving
Oh.
sort of mystery. I didn't go too in depth about it because I didn't think it was something that I could conceivably do, but I did imagine it quite a bit.
Okay, we have a new question. Do you think the final Ace Attorney case will have the judge as the defendant?
It's possible.
Yeah. I mean,
And then his brother is gonna be the judge.
so wait. Will we finally get the judge's name and age?
Yes! Finally! That'll be
My
amazing.
name is the judge.
The judge is 400 years old, and his name is John Richard.
His name is Aji.
What if it's Judge Chambers?
No,
Oh,
his
right.
name is the judge. His first name is the, and the last name is Judge.
That'd be
No,
perfect.
his name is Alex Chambers. I don't know. I've also thought about what the judge's name would be, and it would either be Richards or Chambers.
Someone complimented your Ghost Trick 2 idea.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
The character for the president would be called the president, but it would basically just be Lincoln.
I mean, technically it's possible with the power of ROM hacking, but I doubt we'd get the team for it, you know?
Sam.
Okay, I am so bad. I'm sorry. I got 3 penalties on this cross-examination.
Also, I wanted to
Wait,
say
did you
something
forget
about
that you
the-
can say with no consequence on this version?
What?
You can say with no consequence on this version.
Oh, I know. I just didn't think
Yeah,
I would
why
actually
not?
need it. But, oops.
As I was saying, about the judge being the defendant, I wouldn't really feel as though that would kind of have enough impact for the final case. Because while yes, the judge has been this constant, I don't think his character is has enough dimensions to warrant being the defendant of the very last case.
Agreed.
Really? Like, we know
Well,
everything
actually-
about him. Except
Actually,
for
never
his name.
mind. Because Investigations 1 exists, I'm gonna have to disagree.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We know everything about that man. Too much about that man from that case.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't suspect me of some tomfoolery, do you?
Like
What
the
is the
judge-
contradiction here? Wouldn't it be him lying about the Cold Killer X taking it last year? No, because we can't prove.
Yeah, Hans Gretel says, like the Justice Minister and Go have a name.
Yeah, like the Justice Minister.
Oh, of course it was one of the ones I had to press on every statement. Oops. Well, it's okay.
Yeah. You can never go wrong with pressing.
That's true.
I noticed a little detail to where you can see like Phoenix's smile before.
Let me be frank, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
I have to come forward and say something here. I've never played Ghost Trick before.
Neither have I.
And
So
You two
both are
should.
sinners.
I think you guys would really enjoy it. I
I
need
just
to
need to
replay
find
it.
a place to play it.
Sinners on the stream.
Wait, what are we
I recommend the mobile version.
about?
There's
I
a
got the
mobile
mobile
version?
version. I'm
Yeah, the
still on
mobile
chapter
version.
two.
It's about as
If
expensive.
my
Like,
parents agree to pay for that.
The mobile version is actually cheaper. I could.
yeah, it's about the same price as Leighton Brothers Mystery Room, maybe just a little more.
You
Maybe it's
guys
like
should make
$10.
these streams a weekly thing.
Oh, who said that?
Coronavirus continues.
I'm not sure if that would work since we're
Yeah.
all quite busy people.
Yeah, unfortunately that will not work, but we will try and do them as often as we can. Maybe once a month? That might work.
Yeah, once
Okay.
a month that would work.
I don't think Ghost Trick is on the Google Play Store, because when I enter Ghost Trick, all I get is Investigations 1, some weird Ghost Raider app, Leighton Brothers, and then a DS emulator. I don't think Ghost Trick is on the Play Store.
Yeah, it's only on iOS then.
No, it's on iOS, I'm sure, but yeah,
Yeah.
on Google Play.
I bought the iOS version.
As did I.
Yep.
I'm
So
currently
Ghost Trick-
replaying it actually.
Ghost Trick Mobile is so worth it, says Hans Gretel.
Yeah, it's a great remaster. Just like AJ and,
Like
and
the Ace
Investigations
Attorney
1.
They didn't update the visuals of the actual game, but all the artwork was made HD.
Yeah, it's just like Investigations 1, basically. The frame rate was
Oh,
also
that's
buffed.
cool.
Yeah.
I just like when things get HD remakes because the fandom means it's growing. The HD remakes, in my opinion, shouldn't just be mobile. I think, in my opinion, you should also put them on Steam.
What about
which-
the
They
AA
will,
trilogy
if
mobile?
they have money. Oh, not that.
I mean, wouldn't Professor Layton versus Phoenix be beautiful on a computer?
Yes, that'd be awesome.
That's... What is that? I love the just snappy Takumi writing. It's just like... It's so funny.
Did you know that Takumi also wrote DGS? It's also very funny. You should play it.
Did you know he also wrote PL vs. A, which also has really good jokes? You should play that.
I already played PL versus.
Dang
AA.
it, you're right. It doesn't work on you.
Yep.
Takumi
fact-
also wrote Ghost Trick, and it's amazing. Like, when someone is about to be killed, she says, "Have you ever thought of investing in a pair of glasses?" Because
I haven't
In
played that
fact-
game since freshman year of high school. I need to revisit it. And
Wait,
I
what?
need to give it an analyzation someday, too. The Defendant. Any new questions, guys?
None
No.
yet.
Okay.
So, if there was a Ghost Trick and Ace Attorney crossover, which gameplay style do you think would follow, the main line or the investigations games?
Hopefully, investigations. Because of the synchronicity.
Well,
Yeah.
you could always have it like a mix where it's kind of just like mainline, but the investigation segments are like kind of from like a ghostish perspective, kind of like the Leighton crossover,
Mhm.
where the investigation segments were like felt like Leighton, and were like a Leighton game, and the
Yeah.
trial segments were like Ace Attorney.
Yeah, that could work too. That could work too, honestly. There's a lot
So,
of ways you could do it.
the investigation segments were just a latent game. There wasn't much investigating. It was gained in court pretty much in that game.
Well, not necessarily.
So, like, they
But I
have.
like those segments.
So they have like 80s styled hair paint, but like in his normal like modern day attire, like all gray suit in the files of the trilogy.
Gotta love those limited file spaces on GPI cartridges.
Yep.
Hold it!
Oh yeah. Also, they like gave the games like completely different sprites for TNT. Like they're the same sprites, but like the sheets are different.
Yeah.
To save space.
So, if you guys want, I'll talk a bit about my experience. Trials and happening on the Game Boy. That's
You're
That'd be
lagging a
awesome,
bit,
really. I want to hear
but
more
yeah.
about the GBA versions.
Yeah, that would be cool. You're lagging a bit, but that would be cool.
oh, apologies. The sound clips were very interesting. Phoenix sounded, and I'm not trying to knock Shu Takumi because the guy has an amazing voice when he's not trying to be Phoenix. But Phoenix did not sound good. He sounded like a scared schoolchild.
Oh no.
He sounded like, and it just took me out of the moment whenever Phoenix objected. And the music was actually pretty solid for the most part. Sounded basically like the DS version, except it's missing some of that like background strings and things like that. But other than that, the music was pretty okay. visuals were hard to see sometimes because of the screen, but that's also a complaint I have for the DS version, and that's probably just because I also have poor vision in real life.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I couldn't read some of the Japanese, half because I didn't speak Japanese extremely well, and it's Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, all in all, it was a very interesting experience, and I recommend it if you either speak Japanese or are willing to.
Oh, Skinny Minnie
constantly.
was here. We missed her. I just saw in the chat. Yay!
Oh.
Skinny Minnie, if you don't know, is our Maya Fey voice actress.
Oh, then I
And
missed
she
it.
is amazing.
She is. She's very talented. She is a professional, if I do say so myself. Check out her website. Check out her website.
So, oh wait, we just got. I think we got a question, but I want to ask something to Jay first. So is it true that in the Game Boy Advance version that they like throw evidence like Phoenix did with the phone during Turnabout Goodbyes?
Yes, that is also a thing. It slides to the other side of the screen, rotating.
Yes.
What?
And the objections aren't in the middle of the screen. They're at whatever side the person
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I saw that actually. I saw that in a bit of gameplay. When you're, like, for example, looking at the witness, and then you like say hold it, then the objection bubble only appears like a very slim hold it bubble appears to the left of the screen. It isn't on the entire.
But that also makes context to why they're saying take that, because they're throwing it.
They are literally throwing murder weapons at each other. Hey, Godot, take that! Throw gun.
He's dead. The wound opens up.
Okay, Hans Gretel said problem is Ghost Trick is a 9-year-old DS game and nobody plays on mobile, and since you can't use Ghost Trick characters without all the baggage of the Ghost Trick story, the game would definitely flop.
And that's why it would never happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I had in mind that it should take place A, before the events of Ghost Trick, and B, entirely separate.
That's
When
fair.
Idea.
The great ghost trick.
The Great Ghost Trick. Yeah, there you go.
Well, if you guys have any more questions, we would like to hear them.
Yeah, let me know. Let us know if you have any questions about the Shield of Justice, whether it's about upcoming episodes, behind the scenes stuff,
Or even how we do what we do. That's actually a really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, if you have any questions at all, we would love to answer them. Please, we absolutely would love to.
Especially on the animation design front, because that's probably a very interesting thing for people to know about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But what about the video editing?
Yeah.
And
Or
the
about
voice
making 2D
acting.
sprites.
Or the writer.
Or 2D sprites.
Could you just elaborate on how the whole process of a video is from
All
script
right, let's take
writing,
3 hours and
script
go from
writing to-
let's go from the first word typed to the last to the video uploaded. Let's no.
Every episode starts off as an idea rattling around.
We will work on that perspectives video later this year, though. I promise.
Yeah.
I can put it like in a little TLDR on how a video is created if you want. Since nothing's happening right now, we're not getting any questions.
Well, sure, go for it.
I'm surprised they were able to like put Trials and Tribulations on a GBA card.
Yeah, they used every file. they had.
5 almost full cases, yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, at first IKG writes the script. If the script is then finished, he hands it to the voice actors of the characters that are in that episode. Each voice actor says their line, each line like several times, and then the script as well as the models that the animation designers made, or the sprites, if they're 2D, they made from the sprite sheets found in the games, are then given to the video editors who put all of that together. The voice lines, they pick out the best one out of the few, and then they edit the videos together with the backgrounds and the characters and the models, and then they have to lip sync. That's my least favorite part about editing, lip syncing. It's a pain in the ass, but it looks good in the end, so it pays off. especially when it's 3D, it's really hard to lip sync to the lines.
For some people,
Actually, I
some
find
of
it
our
easy.
some of our video editors find it easier to use masks to lip sync to the models, and some find it easier with the sprites. It's actually very interesting how
Yeah.
there's a split opinion on that. But usually you favor one over the other to work with.
I think lip syncing these 2D sprites is way easier and goes way faster than like doing 3D models and with masks and stuff.
Yeah.
For me,
We have a question. How did the name come about? It's SOJ for short, like Spirit of Justice. Was that intentional?
That is why we specifically call it TSOJ, because we don't want it to confuse it with Spirit of Justice. So it's always actually TSOJ, even though typically you wouldn't put the in the abbreviation. Where we just make that an exception. The reason it's called the Shield of Justice, I can't reveal because it ties to the main themes of the actual story that we're telling. But what I can say is that it has to do with character interaction specifically. So think about the appliances of Shield, and I'll just kind of leave it on that. Wait, what was the rest of the question, Saki? I forget.
It just said, was that intentional?
Oh, okay. No, this the original idea for the Shield of Justice, like the original ideas, most of which are unused at this point because it was kind of a different project entirely, was created in 2015 before Spirit of Justice came out and was actually even announced. So it was actually just a complete coincidence, but the name, as you can probably figure, has always stuck throughout the project's history. Yeah.
Wait, even during the Turnabout Classic era?
And yeah, the Turnabout Classic was actually called the Shield of Justice, and it's been
Oh.
retroactively changed. Yeah. And the only reason it's called Turnabout Classic is because it was the original series. Yeah. It's really fascinating, actually. So, Saki, why don't you tell us a bit about your just what you think of voice acting in general and how you got into it?
Oh, I love voice acting. I wanted it to be like a career of mine for like a really long time. 7th grade, I think I did like a project on it, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And Ace Attorney actually got me a lot more into voice acting. I would like watch gameplay videos and then like voice all the characters in the scenes and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I have a demo reel actually, and yeah, ever since like 9th grade, I've just been trying to get into a whole bunch of projects. So this is like really big for me.
Well, we're very happy to have you.
Yep. Yeah, in my throat. I don't know what's going on with my throat right now.
That's okay.
April 11th.
Jay, I wanted to ask you, what got you into working with 3ds Max?
Hello?
I guess Jay's not here.
Oh.
Well, Nico, would you like to sort of talk about your origins with the project and what got you here?
Sure. This might sound shocking, but I have only been a fan since May of 2019. And you could technically say I had the worst possible start for an AA fan. First, I watched the Game Theory episode.
No, go on. It's okay. It just had to be
I
said.
watched season 1 of the anime.
All right. I mean, not the best, but okay.
That's how I started.
Then the
as well.
mobile port of the first 2 episodes.
Ugh, that was the worst
Then
part.
I bought the PC version of the trilogy because I thought
Oof,
might
much
as well
better.
play it on a computer.
Good.
And I really enjoyed it. I then got Apollo Justice from a friend. Then, well, technically I got the rest of the series from a friend, but let's not tell anybody about that. And then I think it was around like early August, I saw this random post on Amino saying, "Hey, check out our brand new 3D courtroom that we're working on." And it
was-
was for Team Turnabouts.
Yeah, that was a post of mine on the Phoenix Wright and
Amino.
Mimino, right? Okay. Yeah. And then you wrote this wonderful comment. And
Yeah.
that was history.
Yep. Yep, that's history.
Now, actually, Saki, I wanted to ask you, how did you find out about Team Turnabout
It
and the Shield of
was
Justice?
through Amino.
Oh, great. That's a
Yeah.
hot spot then. You know, I have to say, if there's anybody watching, highly doubt it, but anybody watching who is like a leader or curator on the Phoenix Wright Amino, I love you. Because you keep featuring my posts when it's like something like a video or something big, and it gets me a lot of traction because you guys have a very active community. So, wow, I really gotta thank you. Like, you guys have helped so much with my personal projects on IKG and also on Team Turnabout. So that's just a hot spot, apparently. Like, we just get a lot of traction there. Like, you know, we have to try a lot harder to get, like, traction on Reddit, for example. So I really appreciate all the support. I really do.
True, Hans Gretel, true.
It's funny that he says that because I started with Dual Destinies.
Sinner.
See, I played the first case and I was like, okay, wait, no, I might as well like start from the very first game. So then I got like the trilogy on the 3DS. So maybe like technically I started with it, but technically I didn't.
Well, I technically did the same thing with the DS version of TNT. I was like, wait, I should probably go back for PW and JFA. And I did, but I did it through the mobile version because I was impatient, and I still regret that to this day. But it's okay, because it was all I had of those games at the time, they didn't seem as bad.
How was the remastered security footage?
I feel happy for any new Ace Attorney fan who gets starts with these nice ports. The PS4,
Yeah.
Xbox One, Steam, and Switch version. Now that's what I'm
Also,
talking
they
about.
don't have to have a DS. That's also nice.
Yeah, they can play it on their big screen. It doesn't have to be a handheld. The butterflies move in 60 FPS. Yes, thank you. Dahlia just
Oh wait,
answered
you
the
haven't gone
stand.
to this part yet?
Not on this version, no.
Yeah.
It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit, you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe you actually said that. And then Payne's like, oh, next then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. This whole scene is like pulling. This whole scene is pulling teeth in the best way possible. I just.
Yeah, Hans
Anyway,
Gretel
blooper
said
of the
he
scene.
didn't. Anyway, Hans Gretel said he didn't start with Dual Destinies. It couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, he was talking about me, I think.
Oh.
Like we said, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask.
And I should also mention, if anyone's watching this in post, feel free to comment questions, and I'll make sure to answer them later as well. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Can we just talk about how Capcom perfectly predicted that the Harlem Shake would be a big trend in 2013/14?
How did they do that? Like, seriously, it makes no sense.
He predicted so many things. It's so
Yeah, the
Yeah,
series has
Capcom's
always had a
predicted
good.
quite a bit.
Yeah. You know, they've always been really good at that.
there's
28, the Queen of England will get freaking arrested.
PL versus AA is like 12 predictions in it alone. It's crazy.
there was that one scene where Maggie mentions determination, and I was immediately like, Undertale.
Yeah. Yeah.
They predicted
that's right.
Undertale by saying determination. Wow.
I don't know, but still.
Hey. It reminded her of it at least.
Yeah, I know. I was joking.
Da-da. I know. Bo-bo. Ba-da.
Hans Gretel said, I found out about AA through the Smooth McGroove's acapella cover of Cornered. He
Interesting.
called it Phoenix Wright in the videos, so my German brain was confused. What is an ace attorney?
Oh, I see. You didn't put the two together at first. Gotcha. That makes sense. That's a pretty easy mistake to do. I mean, I called it the Phoenix Wright series at one point, but that's really just what big YouTubers who don't know what Ace Attorney is say. Not salty.
technically the Phoenix Wright saga is the original trilogy.
The
and
Phoenix Wright
Ace Attorney
series
saga
is any game with Phoenix Wright in the title, but that just after 2007, I mean, like, that's really just not what the actual main series is.
I mean,
I
Spirit of
still-
Justice was more of Apollo's game than Phoenix, anyway.
Well, there's that too, yeah. And you can argue DD is split up with 3 protagonists, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
I mean, come on, Dual Destinies was all about Athena.
Dual
Athena-
Destinies.
I would say it was Athena was the main protagonist, Apollo was the sub protagonist, like the next one in line, because he had an arc, and then Phoenix is just last. That's how I would put it.
He's like,
In the words
I'm
of
only
Rice
here because of agreements.
contractual obligations.
Yes.
In the words of Ricegum, Phoenix was irrelevant.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
He's literally
true.
one of my least favorite parts of that game, and I'm sad to say that, because it's Phoenix Wright, but, oh,
Phoenix
so
isn't even
bad.
in my top 10 of favorite Ace Attorney characters.
That's totally fine.
And that's actually pretty understandable, especially recently.
And I consider Hobo Phoenix a completely separate entity altogether because Capcom also thinks that.
Hobo
do?
Phoenix is very interesting. He's a very interesting character. I'll say that.
I'm a big
mean, I
fan
still
of the withered hero trope, so I was glad that they did it in Ace Attorney, and it turned out really well.
I liked
Yeah.
Hobo Phoenix a lot, and I didn't like their choice to make him regular defense again in Dual Destinies.
Especially without any real explanation other than Edgeworth called him in. Like, what?
Yeah. That's the
But
main
this
reason
isn't a
why I
Dual Destinies
consider
rant
Hobo
stream.
Phoenix a
I'm sorry.
different entity is because I like him more than Attorney Phoenix.
Mhm. Nothing
And
against
that's-
people who like Dual Destinies, and there's things I like about the game, but, like, I just have a lot of problems with it.
Hobo's
That's correct.
definitely more mysterious, and I think I like that about Phoenix. His more mysterious side.
Yeah.
Especially
And
since
Gretel-
half of the game, he was like, "Yeah, I'm on a secret mission, Apollo."
Yeah.
and Gretel. And yet Phoenix was the one who had his name in the title. On the title.
On one hand, I don't fault Capcom for that because I understand it. It's still a problem, it's a flaw. But I understand they did that because of declining sales. At the time, especially. I understand that they kind of needed the push. It's just
Well,
it's
wasn't
just
it
an unfortunate sacrifice, you know, for the story. That's all.
Yeah. Wasn't Apollo the best-selling game in the series?
Yes, but Dual Destinies was made in reaction to Investigations 1 and 2. That whole situation
True.
wasn't very good financially.
Well, I thought Investigations 2 actually sold well in Japan.
It did okay. It sold worse than Investigations 1 for sure, probably because of lack of worldwide release. But Ace Attorney from 2009 to 2016 was really dark in terms of like production. It was bad. It's actually better now than it was then.
Yeah.
Even if we're
I
getting
mean, it's
less
already moved a
games.
couple 100,000 units in the past year.
Yeah. Like, I know we're getting less games now and more, like, re-releases, but Ace Attorney is actually in a better spot.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and that's good.
There's definitely going to be something announced at Tokyo Game Show this year for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, I
Unless
think so.
Tokyo Game Show gets cancelled.
Oh,
True.
yeah, that's true.
They could always release
It
the announcement
probably
online,
will.
at least.
Yeah.
I want Chutakumi to start doing the as well. That would be amazing. Because whenever he's on a screen, he always has a certain presence about him.
He does.
Shoot.
Like,
Any
I
new questions,
especially
guys?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
I especially liked that one time when he was doing magic tricks for Ghost Tricks release. That was a very interesting thing to see him doing.
He was so into it, you know?
I just want Apollo and Trucy's arc to be solved or finished already.
Yeah, I'm tired of the whole at the end of every Ace Attorney game. Should we tell him?
Well, okay, in all fairness, it was only 2, but yes, I agree with you.
and it ends with literally.
If it was
"Okay, it's
actually
time to
every
tell
game,
'em,
then I
fade
would
to
have a
black."
massive problem with like even more than now.
Well, it was 3. It was Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies.
Wait,
and
Dual
Spirit of
Destinies did that too?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
as far as I remember, it did.
I don't remember Thalassa talking.
I just, it's like, you chose to add the words, "It's time to tell him," and then fade to black, and that's the end of the game. Why? If you had no
Yamasaki
ambitions to
was like,
continue the series,
shoot, we only got 2 hours left to finish the script. I was like, alright, fade to black.
but they like literally the director has admitted he has no no, he doesn't want to continue making the series. So why did you add that in if you had no intention of, finishing it? Like, why end on a cliffhanger if you're not gonna finish it?
And
Yeah.
for the love of God, if Ace Attorney 7 does come out and they don't stop with that.
Yeah, if they
crap.
don't do it, I'm going to be so bad.
I kind of want to know like how'd they do it though.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem is that they created such hype that I don't think it could possibly live up to whatever it was supposed to be. Maybe that's
Like
the
it's not like
cynical
Phoenix
side of
can
me, but...
just like call them into the lobby and be like, "Hey guys, you're siblings."
Apollo's all the way in Korean now.
He could still call the office. I don't know.
I mean, I think they could make the telling Apollo and Trucy really pack a punch if Apollo and Trucy were dating, but that's
no.
I'm
no,
sorry,
no.
but we know
Fallen
they're
knows
already
that.
doing that, sadly. We know they're gonna do that, sadly, because of what Dirk said.
Wait, what? What did Dirk say?
He said, she's a very interesting girl. Real bride material. Yes, Dirk said that. So they're probably gonna out.
I'm gonna go find Dirk.
Yeah. I'm scared that they are gonna go that route.
As am I now. I forgot Dirk saying such a thing, but if he did, I'm scared now.
Yeah, I forgot he said that too.
Like IKG forgot that the Gaspin was the rookie humiliator.
Yeah, I thought it was the rookie killer, and before I sent out the script to the voice actors, everyone was like, wait!
The
Nope.
rookie killer.
Wait, did you just sing the rookie killer?
Yes.
I love the Turnabout musical.
You two should.
I don't listen to it too much, but at the very least, I've heard that song.
Yes. I'm the rookie
Rookie
killer.
killer.
Another one bites the dust. Oh, I'm the rookie killer. Be a bust. I've been doing this for many years. I've seen it all before.
Welcome to this reenactment of the Ace Attorney musical. I hope you.
I'm sorry. I just love
Featuring
that.
trials and tribulations in the background.
Hey, it works with Winston being the rookie killer still. Yeah, I'm done now.
Anything else going on in the chat?
Nope. Oh, wait. Hans Gretel, he did. I remember that specifically.
Oh.
Remembering what Dirk said.
Huh.
Oh. Oh my god, yes, Muhammad. You ever
Suddenly-
see the old
Yeah.
comment where Trucy Apollo ending with Phoenix crashing it and telling him that they're siblings? I think of
Oh,
it
yeah, they
at
were,
this
like,
wedding.
they-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that comment. Dub.
Suddenly, Dirk's death means nothing.
Did it really ever mean anything?
It made me cry, and that's one of the few times video games made me. Besides the ending of Professor Layton and Spectre.
That was very sad.
The ending of what?
Well, every Layton game's ending is kind of sad in a way.
Last Spectre, and like Spirit of Justice are some of the only games that have ever made me cry.
Oh yeah, Last Spectre has a pretty sad ending, but like Unborn Future still is
Shut
pinnacle
up.
of sad endings. But you've never played that game, so huh?
quiet you.
These two have an interesting chemistry, folks. Anyways, maybe we could try and like I think we put the stream on every platform we could. I think this is the audience that we're gonna have. So I think maybe we should
don't
wrap
have
up
any
and
audience on Twitch yet, so would that really be successful?
I don't think so.
I mean, I prefer smaller stream crowds. Feels more.
Oh no, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like I think we should probably be wrapping up soon.
Yeah. There's no
We
questions
do
flowing
have-
through.
we
So
do
like,
have
guys,
a
if you have
thing
any
we
kind of
do,
questions,
so-
like now would be a good time.
Yeah, now is a good time. This is like our debut
about-
live stream. This is kind of us just getting our foot in the door, you know. That's all.
So we'll hold out for say 10 more minutes. Does that sound good?
10 minutes sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll head off and do that.
Yeah, we've been doing this for an hour and 5 minutes.
Okay. We're nearing the end of Turnabout Memories. I wonder if I can finish it soon, but probably going to take more than 10 minutes
Yeah.
because I'm still trying to read it.
How close are we to the end of Turnabout Memories?
Well, we're in the second half after the I mean, like I feel like we're getting pretty close to pressing Dolly. I think there's 2 more cross-examinations left. 2 more
So
test
that would
runs.
be about like another half hour.
Yeah, that
maybe.
could be another half hour, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We don't have to finish the case by any means. I can totally
Yeah.
just.
So
save
you
and
want to
stop.
play a different game next time? Something that doesn't require so much attention.
Oh, this doesn't require much attention for me. I've played this
Yeah.
game a lot, even though I stumbled early on.
and I want to see Trials and Tribulations in English. This is really interesting for me.
Well, this also
And you've
has
got the best
updated
translation
script.
you're looking at right now too. This is the one that fixes everything. So
Yeah. Well, there were a few spelling and grammar errors that I noticed still.
yeah,
Like, I can't remember like the context, but it's like he won. It's like the
oops, I didn't mean to present my
number
badge.
1?
Lol.
like the number 1 instead of once. He said he won did that instead of he once did that. It was something like that.
You guys remember that one typo in in Farewell My Turnabout in the bad ending when
Oh.
you present the wrong evidence, and then he goes, "The miracle never happened." They were missing. It
The
just
miracle
ruined the
never
mood for that ending.
I think
miracle never
did they fix
happened.
that in this version.
I don't know. I'll have to.
Let's test it.
It's gonna take a long time. That would take hours.
Let's do it anyway.
Here,
I
you
mean,
want
I'm
to take the controller,
quarantined. I
Saki?
have
I
nothing to
can't.
Exactly.
I'm on self-quarantine. I don't have school for the next month. I can do whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have school for the rest of this week.
I mean, like, I have the whole script because of the modding thing. So I could check that, really. No, I don't like Microsoft Edge. Microsoft, when will you learn this?
I actually don't remember what this is, and I can't think straight right now because I am being overly stimulated. So I'm just gonna.
They
I
fixed
figured
that,
it out.
actually. JFA speedrun. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes,
You can just
please.
hold down the B button on, like, a gamepad, and you can just skip through everything.
Okay.
It's a speedrun now.
Yep, this is a speedrun, guys.
The
I
world
remember
record for
play-
Trials and Tribulations was in 50 minutes.
Of course it was Mr. Right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so stupid.
I remember one of the hackers on Team Top Hat who were making late ROM hack, in case you don't know. What they did is they made it so that you press new game, select a save file, and then it immediately skips to the credits.
That's
Late
funny.
speedrun, guys.
That's funny. Totally
When they
illegal
posted that
speedrun.
video, I laughed my ass off.
So I've got an official announcement. The next time we do a Team Turnabout live stream, we'll actually be speedrunning the entire series from Ace Attorney 1 to DGS 2.
And who's playing, may I ask?
Me.
Okay.
Well, you still haven't played DGS 2, so it'd be a good idea for you to play it for the first time without reading anything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, publicly.
I help out
Where I
with
can't
that
take
a
my
bit.
time.
Well, it's only halfway done.
Who
to the
needs
translation, so
immersion?
it's like, It's only halfway done. The
Who needs
translation.
to actually play a game when you can speedrun it?
True.
I can speedrun some Mega Man games. That's about it.
Task worthy wrong rap.
I can try and
Crap.
speedrun Layton because I've played them so many times now that I know the routes. I know what to do exactly for most games.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I can do that for Miracle Mask. That's about it. And Leighton Brothers. That's probably the only two I know super well. But
Welcome, people that are joining the stream. We're actually winding down now, but
Yeah.
thanks
Yeah.
nonetheless.
So get your questions out.
yeah,
Get
if you
your
have any
out.
questions about the Shield of Justice, like how we produce the show, what's coming up in future episodes, anything of that sort, feel free to ask. We'll be here for about 10 to 15 more minutes.
Yeah. I have this one dead green pixel on my screen. And it's annoying me.
Oh, that's the worst.
So apparently they reworked Dahlia's like tarp, I think that's what you call it, like the thing behind her.
You mean her
They
umbrella?
reworked that in the trilogy release, so it's like easier to make gifs if you had the sheet.
I
Yeah,
don't think
they
he
did.
means the umbrella. I think he
Because
means
if
the
you have like,
Oh, okay.
well, like if you have a gif from like a lot of them are like bugged out because of the
Hey,
tarp.
GIF doesn't support partial transparency, so that
Yeah.
like little thing behind her will just be a self color.
Does MOV support partial transparency?
I think so, but James would be the
Yeah, I
expert on
believe
that.
so.
I think so though.
Oh wait, no, I was doing the move method, but it's like very complicated on how to get Dahlia to work in the older versions.
Yeah, I got an achievement.
What is it?
I missed it. Sorry.
Oh.
And I don't think we're getting any new chat messages, so I think we can slowly wind this up.
All right, will do soon.
We're coming to the end of our 10 minutes. We started the countdown, I guess, at 64 minutes, and we were at
We have
70.
4 minutes left, I think.
Yeah, let's just round that up to 4.
Oh wait, no, 3.
We can round it up to 4. It's fine.
Yeah.
But 3 now.
It's so cool seeing Dahlia's butterflies like being this smooth and in HD.
I agree.
In the GBA version, they were like 3 frames a second. It was amazing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why didn't you just play the DS version but in Japanese? Why did you have to play the GBA version?
Because I couldn't find, first of all, I couldn't find the DS version in Japanese, and even if I did,
That would be a good time to save.
I got it. Don't worry.
because Jonas, you must remember the only reason I played it in Japanese GBA is because it was cheap.
Fair.
Yeah, like those are surprisingly cheap. Like nobody wants them.
Yeah, I don't know. A nice man named Minaki gave it to me. It took a month to get here, but still came. It was actually really funny because my mom was like, "So what did you order from Japan? What is this? These drugs?"
Did you buy Japanese crack cocaine?
I was just about to say.
So I guess I want to ask each of you before we wind down here. What is one thing you're specifically looking forward to the most in the upcoming months for Ace Attorney: The Shield of Justice?
I mean, I don't want to go into spoilers, so
Yeah, without spoilers.
I guess
Getting out more videos for me.
Okay.
The-
I guess recording more lines and being able to interact with the community.
Awesome. Very good.
episode 5 and 6's release.
Excellent.
I'm most looking forward to being able to do cool things with our 3D models, especially the courtroom.
Yes. 3D courtroom.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, I'm the one that did the Emma Sky renders. If that's
Wow.
Wow,
thing.
you're really just trying to please Saki today. No, I'm kidding.
Yep. Of course, I.
It's true. He did it.
Yeah.
I mean, Emma Sky is genuinely my favorite Ace Attorney character, so the fact that this person can do a her voice is amazing to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Trucy's my favorite character.
But I do a good Ellen, so
Yes, you do.
Would you like to demonstrate for everyone watching and everyone here?
Yes, please do it.
He actually does a really
Right.
good Ellen Wyatt, seriously.
I probably need a little preparation, but I'll look up a line for her.
Okay, yeah, find a line from Turnabout
Well, you
Time.
can do
Travel.
Pain.
Well,
Think
Well,
I
you
made
should
it.
do
keep going
Pain.
just so you can hear Jay's amazing Alan impression.
Or do you do Pain? Because you can do that one really well as well.
Yeah.
I'll do both. I'll demonstrate. a
Oh
little
god. Okay.
I can't believe Soren chose me, a simple house servant. Here's my knight in shining armor, my prince. Oh, my Soren.
10 out of 10.
That was my Ellen. Thank you. I will
Perfect.
accept your monetary donations.
Do Pain. Do Pain, please.
Pain.
Your Pain is really good.
To pain.
All right, let me find.
While I skip
Pain.
this dialogue rapidly.
I remember giving Ellen Wyatt like a British accent when I played the game.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but I did.
Well, she does technically have a British voice.
She does. It's kind of, yeah, in the cutscenes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I completely forgot.
Should I redo that then?
Nah.
No,
you
do
don't.
Pain.
No.
No, just do,
Okay,
do pain.
All right, I found a Pain 9.
Wait, did you ever submit your lines, by the way? I forget.
Oh yeah, that extra line.
The extra line?
Oh right, I
Yeah,
forgot
make sure you do that soon.
because I had a sore throat and
Oof.
acid reflux, so I didn't want to talk.
Oh.
It's understandable.
All right, here we go.
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met at your hand.
All right, that was awful, but
Yeah.
I tried.
Good. This I remember will be the police report that you just gave us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Armando. Name dropped. Objection!
Diego.
Objection!
That was so good! Oh my
That
gosh!
was actually quite good.
Oh
That
my
was
god, if we ever write
that was
Mia,
perfect.
you
That is perfect.
got it. Okay, I'm
telling you,
shaking.
I
I'm
voiced
literally
every
shaking right
single
now.
character while I was playing the games, so
I have
I
goosebumps.
bas-
Okay.
I basically
That
have a
was,
voice
like,
for
literally
every
the-
single character of the series.
You are very talented.
Muy bien.
I just listened to it on stream. It was perfect. Yeah, everyone's like saying pretty good.
Thank you.
I actually
Like,
bet
in
I
the
can
way that
finish this
Discord, like,
before
handled, like,
we
your-
stop.
Your
if
voice
I'm
coming
skipping
in and
text.
out like perfectly matched the like compression of the voice clip as well in the timing of the voice clip.
Whoa.
Not have been more perfect.
If I think fast enough, I think I can finish this and skip the text, and I finish the case in time.
Speedrun time.
Yeah.
I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
That's pretty good.
I'm really trying to get that
It's
voice
more of a
back.
Aspen.
It only comes to me after a
Oh right,
little...
he's the
Oh,
pharmacist. That's how.
There's
That's how
something
she would have
new
it.
in the chat. There's
Right?
something new in the chat. Someone called Dreamer Gamers has said, "Hey, I just found out about your project now. I'm a ripper and I work with sprites, 3D models, but it doesn't look like you guys need more people on board. Looking
We
forward to
do.
future."
We do. Oh
We
my
need
gosh.
anyone,
Please.
anyone, please,
Please.
please, we're begging you.
No,
join.
that is such good
You-
news.
Please
Please,
join.
if okay, Mr. Individual, sir, or ma'am, I forget your name. If you are interested in helping us, we could absolutely use someone of your talents. You would be given what's called the artist role on the Team Turnabout Discord server. If you have a Discord, Join the IKG server so you can send me a friend request, or if another way you could contact me is if you go to my Twitter and send me a DM, and then I can get you to Discord from there. But we would absolutely love to have you. Absolutely. And thank you for the well wishes.
Okay, and Hans
How did you
last.
find our
Try to do
stream?
Payne's objection.
Oh yeah, how'd you find our stream? Just curious.
Because I did post this in the TNC server, so there are rippers abound. But all right, Pains of
Wait, the
Objection.
TNC server?
Yeah, I posted the stream in the TNC server.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Oh, the
Anyways,
container. The container. Oh, that's obviously
I'm
this.
Gaspin Payne, and I'm a major douchebag. Time to do an objection. Objection! Objection! Objection!
something like that.
Yeah, second and third were good. First was meh.
Yeah.
I remember Winston Payne's objection. Oh my god.
Objection!
I based objection or something like that. I don't
Something.
even know.
Yeah.
TNC
Is-
Discord. See, I am useful. I could.
Nice. Thank you.
His German objection, Winston Penn's German objection, is really funny to me. I don't know why. I
Oh,
can try and imitate it. Yeah, basically that.
He sounds like that in the Japanese version too. In the Japanese version, he's like, yeah, like he's about to cry. Actually, most people's Japanese objections sound like they're about to cry.
I mean, courtroom. That reminds me of the Tumblr post. How do lawyers just not start crying in the middle of debates? And then someone responded, "I'm a lawyer, and buddy, it gets real close sometimes."
Oh, that's sad.
That's concerning because I want to be a prosecutor. Oh God, I don't want to cry in the middle of court.
Oh, he was referring to the high pitched one,
Yeah. Oh, high pitch.
You need to do a high-pitched objection, Jay.
like
Come
the
on.
Winston Payne one.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Winston Payne.
I don't
Winston
do
more
Winston
high
Payne. What?
pitch.
All right, I'll try. My mom's gonna come and yell at me.
You don't have to.
Objection!
Oh
I'll
my
try
gosh.
to.
Yay!
Yay.
Wait.
There he
I missed
was.
Anyone else in the chat, guys?
No. Nope.
Okay. The defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff,
do
hurry
that.
after him.
I've been trying to do flinch actually lately. So
Oh
do you
my
mind
gosh,
if
I
I
love
try that out now?
Go for it.
It's just a more arrogant version of pain. No, whatever. You can try it.
Don't look! Don't look! Where are my glasses? I can't see, and I don't. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
I forgot exactly what the line was.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, that was quite good.
I agree.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think my voice range fits any of the characters.
I have been blessed with vocal cords that can either be literally female, as I've demonstrated, or how I speak normally.
Yeah, I remember when you did Theresa May for Professor Layton and the bastard who shot down my chimney. Holy shit, that was such a good Theresa May. Can you do that now, just to demonstrate?
All right, mate. I'm Theresa May. I'm the Prime Minister of England. Well, not anymore. My boyfriend Boris Johnson's in office now, but what? Gossip?
Wow.
I remember people telling me that I have a really good Profe.
Oh,
Let's listen
Please
to
do.
it.
we may need a
Do it.
cast pearl in the future, so you have me interested.
Oh. Hold on. Let me find a line.
Sure. I like this voice acting session we got while I'm hurrying through Turnabout memories.
Hey.
I'm just gonna skip B now. Like, I felt a little guilty doing it, so I stopped, but like, I gotta, like, I just want the achievement. I've played this case many times. Plus the satisfaction of finishing the case in one stream.
They even call me charming in the article. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
You know what I heard when you sang that, or said that?
What?
Dun 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 dun. You know what that means? Your
It's
voice
Pearl.
totally fits Pearl.
I
can
am
hear the music. in the
Mad that the
background.
mobile port did not have with Pearly.
Yeah,
I am mad about that.
me too.
Why cut that perfect song out?
You know what? I'm just gonna get after the stream's over. I'm just gonna give you the voice actor role for Pearl Faye. If you want it. If I'm not gonna make you do it, but like,
Hey,
I mean, no,
maybe
I'm
a
happy.
flashback?
all right,
Yeah,
cool.
maybe me
That
after
you
Cyber
might
flashback.
we might not need it for like a year, but I will put it down for you. I will put it down.
Oh, this scene looks so nice without Phoenix and Swallow's freaking pixels shifting every frame.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, we've got that fixed. Even the 3DS version had that a little bit. I think that was better.
I mean, that's a 240p screen. Can't really blame him.
Oh yeah, no, it's understandable.
But Jay, you don't know him as Doug Swallow. You know him as Kikuzo Nonda.
She
I
was trying to
remember
kill.
that dude's name.
Can I talk about my convoluted theory that Doug Swallow and Matt Ungard are the same person?
Sure,
They
go.
look
Let's
similar.
Go for it.
But
They do.
I mean, it's possible.
So Doug Swallow, nice guy, was a pharmacist. Until there was a murder. Someone tried to murder him, but he was electrocuted. In the process of electrocution, it made him crazy. Like bonkers. He became an actor. And and now he's Matt
Nico, you know,
Ungard.
you know they can't do autopsies without killing the victim in the process. so
Yeah,
if they,
you lost me when he
Oh
remained
yeah,
alive.
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
if they weren't dead before, they were after the autopsy.
Yeah, that's. I should remember that
I
in
wonder-
GTA 5.
I wonder how many Coronas accidentally killed people before who were alive, but they thought they were dead, so they just did the autopsy.
Oof. Oh, Dahlia reveals herself like Emperor Palpatine.
Not much active on Ace Attorney Online because the people that use low quality stuff to case and usually. Oh yeah, the DS resolution is crap.
Yeah.
I have heard that they're considering on TNC upping the resolution slightly, so that might be nice.
Yeah, I've made some HD overhauls for some characters over on another Attorney Online server called Case Cafe. You might have heard it, but I've made some high quality stuff. Some I don't know the exact qualities. I think it was 1068 by 768 or something. No, that can't be right, but something like that. It was big, definitely.
Yes, I remember.
But I just put it as unofficial content so that people can download it like voluntarily. So, yeah. Yeah, 1024 by 768. That was the resolution I used.
I'm a master of all AO resolutions.
What I did is I Haori, if you remember her, the one girl from DJS2, Haori. Her original size was 256 by 192, like any other Ace Attorney character, and her files were 10 megabytes, I think. And what I did is I redid all of her stuff in again 1024 times 768. Which then resulted in her HD stuff, and that was 100 megabytes. And if everything would be done into kind of HD, and Case Cafe is currently 7 gigabytes, then it would now be 70 gigabytes. And I don't think anybody would want that. So,
I mean, we're already like having big
Also-
file sizes on our project.
Also, I've been experimenting with doing 60 FPS renders. I can't figure out how to make it like 60 FPS in the final output, but it does look very smooth.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's 60 FPS.
If I
What we
could just
really need to focus on is making 8K 100.
Are we ever gonna let Muhammad go for that? No. That was fun. Oh, by the way, did the person who said that they were a Ripper and wanted to help out, but thought we didn't need any help, did they?
They said they joined your Discord server, I think.
Okay, cool, good. I'll make sure to.
are
catch
you
up.
FHX?
Hold on, I'm looking. Join the Discord.
Person
I'm not
named,
much
um,
of an activist.
P- Someone named PHX.
Oh yeah, if
Oh.
they have a different Discord username than their YouTube, we might not be able to identify who they are.
Yeah, Muhammad, get on them 8K 120 FPS.
All right, it's time for Dahlia's breakdown.
Also, they should switch to the the Web P IMO. GIFs are outdated if you want animations for quality.
I mean, have you seen the
The rips
character
that we
dot
used in
ini
episode
file?
1 were GIFs.
We still use GIFs to this day.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I think AO has also been experimenting with that. I've seen a couple tests with WebM. and
Yeah,
such.
but my experience with like programming with AO, with like not really programming, but editing inis, to add like my own kind of stuff to characters. I don't know why it just feels very outdated. Generally, the whole AO engine feels like it's a blast from the past, basically.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna head
It's
out.
just
Oh,
All right,
okay.
thanks for
Alright.
stopping by. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
Bye.
thanks.
Bye-bye.
See you, man. But yeah, AO is basically just a time capsule to the 2007 internet, which is either a good or a bad thing depending on what memories you have of the 2007 internet.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Have they updated Ace Attorney Online in the last year or so? Because I haven't been on there in a long time.
Attorney Online or Ace Attorney
Ace Attorney Online. Case Maker.
No, they're still using Casemaker V6.
Still V6. Okay. I wasn't sure, so I just wanted to get an update. I'll go on the website.
you've won? Well, do you me a favor?
Well, there is a way to get around the problem of them ruining the quality 3D models to GIF formats.
There is. We've
Yeah.
excruciatingly so. We have made sure to have the highest quality we can for those.
I'll allow it. Creating the GIFs will F up the alpha channel. Actually, we haven't really had any issues with the alpha channel
Nope.
with the GIFs so far.
Thankfully, no.
Yeah. We did have that for a while with modes.
I'm sure
And
there
hopefully I'm
couldn't
not-
possibly any poison in here, right? You see, yes, objection. And here comes the
Would you like to
backpedal.
take some of this cold medicine?
Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
Would you like some cold killer X, Mr. Payne?
And the hair.
Really, no.
Oh, the hair looks so much better in this port.
Yeah.
Good.
Little do we know, Payne is actually Darian's dad.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. The timeline matches up.
It
Oh
does.
my.
Oh, no. That's quite the rotten family.
Oh, you mean Darian and Crescendo? I was like, who's Darian again?
Dying.
There goes the hair. F. Can we get an F in the chat for Payne's hair?
No. But,
No.
anything
Nah.
else in the chat going on as we're about to actually wrap up this time?
We're wrapping up right now.
Alright, cool. We're about to go to the Defendant Lobby epilogue, so we'll be done shortly.
Yee. That's what all the gamers say, right? Yee.
Yeah, people that work in AO can generate if people like blotchy colors or God forbid differing.
Rafa. Rafa, I noticed, is a rip that has a lot of issues. At least from the servers that I've seen.
I thought my hemorrhoids gonna explode like Mount Vesuvius. Gotta love Grossberg, right?
Grossberg.
Or Grossberg, yeah.
Grossberg was very good. I have to agree. I did not appreciate his commentary throughout this case.
It's
Bring back Grossberg.
Oh please, no! I hate
Marvin
that guy.
Grossberg, Ace Attorney.
Yes, the spin-off we didn't know we needed, but the one we deserved.
There you go.
Marvin
And Wendy
Grossberg
Goldberg's
is
the assistant.
Marvin Grossberg
Yeah,
is one of
well, that
my
could be the
least favorite
assistant.
characters in Ace Attorney. Just
fu-
because
The main
Ace-
villain can be Red White. connected to
Maybe.
PW.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't get any moment of you taking down the main villain unless they make the last trial like just Turnabout Sisters again.
Well, maybe there's like another scheme that he can take him down on, even if it, there could still be a victory. It just can't be what we know
Well-
from PW. All depends on the execution.
Yeah.
I would like to see an Ace Attorney game of just civil suits that don't turn into
That's what
Eventually-
I've been saying.
normal
Wait,
murder
what?
trial.
I think that would be
after a while.
great.
Lawsuits, yeah, that would be great.
I'd like to see that. I
It
think
would be
some
possible.
some people would see it as scaling down, but I think it could be really great for creativity.
Or what about
It
like
will be.
robbery, larceny?
Especially like
Yeah.
if you're defending like a large company, you're a small time lawyer defending a large company, and like you come to find out that the company's not as good as you thought it was, and so you eventually start working to take them down. I think that would be a really interesting, dynamic.
Yeah.
It's possible through the power of ROM hacking, but then again, once more, I don't think we'll get the people for it.
All right.
The ROM
So
hack.
very last call for anyone who's watching now to submit questions, and then if you're watching this after the fact, after it's already live, you can also post them in the comments below.
Yep. And make sure
Last
to put
call.
spoiler warning for the entire series in the title for the finished version. Usually, like, we discuss spoilers a lot.
I'll put spoiler warning.
Yeah.
All right.
Mia Fey is awesome.
Yes.
Definitely, Mia Fey is great. Mia is gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind.
So wait, Phoenix hasn't talked to Mia in over 10 years, so he'd have to explain him being disbarred, adopting a child, then
She's
having Apollo be
probably-
his employee.
I think Mia's probably watching Phoenix, but she's not saying anything to him.
Yeah.
Because, not to bring like a religious thing into this, but in the Ace Attorney universe, ghosts can definitely, watch over people. So
Yeah, but I thought ghosts don't have memory. Like, they can't remember anything from, like, above. Like, they can't remember the spirit world or the memories they have in the spirit world. They can only remember everything before they die and while they're being channeled. That's the only things they can remember. Unless me as a special case.
The Stolen Turnabout intro just kind of started playing, so I figured I'll just let it play out.
Yeah.
I've never seen this in HD. This would be fun.
Looks nice.
Wouldn't it be super cool that what I was thinking before, like most of the other Ace Attorney HD releases came out, or at least to my knowledge they did. I was thinking they might use 3D models, which I think would be really cool.
I mean, they have they have most of the models already. Because it's the package slot game.
True.
Because the what?
Patchy slot.
That-
All right. Anything else left in the comments right now?
Nope.
All right. Well, I just want to thank everyone who's watching this now or in post. We really appreciate the support. This is just kind of like just a introductory. We kept it really simple. Live stream here, so just thought because we finally uploaded the episode 1 remaster, like we finally uploaded a video since episode 4, so we wanted to show you guys that we're here to stay. That's kind of the second purpose of this is just
We don't want another episode 3 situation.
yeah, no, and that will never happen again, thankfully. So yeah, with that said, I'm IKG. With me, we had Otaku Thing, and right now we also have Jay, Jonas, and Nico. So yeah, all right.
See ya,
Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned to the IKG server and IKG Twitter for updates. It's gonna be probably a couple months before our next video uploads, but we are going to be working on multiple projects at once. So hopefully this summer there'll be a lot of content. All right. Take care,
Being on-
guys.
Super fun.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.